This video is to be used for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace individual research or licensed investment advice. Unique experiences and past performance does not guarantee future results. Trading stocks, options, and spot currencies involves substantial risk, and there's always the potential for loss. Your trading results may vary. No representations are being made that any software or training will guarantee profits or not result in losses from trading. This is the Premier Trade Forex Report with Scott Norse.
Hello, I'm Beth Satter, filling in for Scott Norse with your Premier Trade Forex Report for May 25th, 2007. It was a very mixed week in the market with only a few U.S. releases toward the end of the week to help guide the dollar. The biggest surprise came yesterday when new home sales showed an increase of 16.2% in the month of April, a much bigger gain than any economist even dreamed of. However, today we saw existing home sales, which make up about 90% of all home sales, unexpectedly fell about 3%. Weekly jobless claims and durable goods were also released yesterday. Both numbers were good, but not great. In other news, Treasury Secretary Hank Paulson met with Chinese Vice Premier Wu Yi in an ongoing effort to ease trade tensions and curb imbalances. While Paulson said afterward that tangible progresses had been made, Wu Yi warned America not to place its economic difficulties all on China. The pound sterling was one of the strongest currencies this week after the latest BOE minutes revealed a strong probability the central bank would hike rates again this year. Meanwhile, the euro was unable to gain any ground on the dollar this week, as traders simply could not find a reason to load back into longs. The Swiss franc may be gaining some footing in the broad market as members from the SNB continue to offer hawkish comments and warn against much greater depreciation in the currency. The yen was gaining some ground on the back of cautious words from Alan Greenspan regarding a drop in Chinese stocks, which would likely spur some unwinding of carry trades. However, the yen's strength was reversed last night after North Korea fired more test missiles into the Sea of Japan. The Canadian dollar continues to rally on the back of strong fundamentals and commodity prices. The Aussie and Kiwi are merely trying to hold ground against the buck while falling very slowly. In the big picture, in last week's big picture, we altered our outlook for the second and third quarters of this year to more of a round-bound market rather than intense dollar weakness. Data and price movement this week add credibility to this scenario, and traders seem to be slightly less bearish at this moment. Furthermore, it looks less likely each week that the Fed will be cutting rates this year. With traders having already priced in at least some expectations of a cut, dollar gains will inevitably follow the reversal of such anticipation. Of course, as we previously pointed out, the current levels in the market may be as strong or nearly as strong as we will see the dollar trade. We have only seen a couple impressive numbers over the course of a few weeks, which we do not believe is enough to reverse the bearish dollar trend that has formed over the last 3 or 4 months. However, we will continue to approach the market with openness to going long or short in the dollar for active and swing trades, while keeping our eye on major dollar resistance levels to establish long-term short positions. This has been your Premier Trade Forex Report for May 25th, 2007. Have a great Memorial Day weekend.